Okay, we are at question number 13 already. Question number 13 is a taxi, so this is quite similar to our SA1 question. You have two scenarios. Scenario number one first, let's look at this girl Rachel. Took a taxi at 11 a.m. Now, if you take a taxi at 11 a.m., you don't need to pay the morning surcharge because morning surcharge you only need to pay at this time, right? So no need to pay the $2. Travel a total distance of 16 km. Now this 16 km is made up of, so how I present my answers, you may have your own way of presenting. It's made up of a flag down, right? When the moment you flag down a cab, you need to pay a 250 first. Now this 16 kilometers is also made up of the first 10 km, which is 10 cents each. First 10 km, this is how it works. First 10 km, every 200 meters is 10 cents. So what can we do? First 10 kilometers, we convert it into meters first, right? 1 kilometers is 1,000. 10 kilometers will be 10,000 meters. Alright, so 10,000 meters, I need to divide by 200 to see how many cents I can get, which is going to be 50 sets of 10 cents. So I need to pay 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents so many times. Okay, so 50 times the 0.10, I will be able to get $5. Alright, then we have got 6 kilometers more to go, right? 6 kilometers, the next 6 kilometers, 16 kilometers in total, right? 6 kilometers left. Every 150 meters, so 6 kilometers gives us a total of 6,000 meters. And this 6,000 meters, every 150 meters, we have to pay 10 cents again. So we are trying to find how many 150 there are. Okay, so that's actually about 40 sets of 10 cents again. Okay, so in total, this person has to pay 40 sets of 10 cents again, which is $4. Alright, can be a bit confusing, so I color. You have a flag down. Your first 10 km is $5. Your next 6 kilometers that's remaining is $4. So you are paying for part A, you are paying for $2.50 plus $5 plus $4, which is a total of $11.50. That's for part A. Okay. Now part B is a different story. Now you have a different guy. $18 for the cab when he took it at 8:30. Now with 8:30, this person has to pay a surcharge, right? So this surcharge will be $2. So let's try to find out this $18 without the surcharge, how much does he have to pay? $16. Okay, and also we need to take away the surcharge because when the moment you flag down a cab, you have to pay a 250, right? So we take out that flag down first. So the total distance will actually cost him $13.50. Minus away the surcharge, minus away the flag down. Alright, so now we can find already. $13.50. Let's look. We have got the first 10 kilometers. Now, first 10 kilometers works out to be 10 cents, right? So we are trying to see if with this first 10 kilometers all the way to 10 kilometers, just now we discovered 10 kilometers, we will need to pay $5. Right? So now we can scale down some more already. $13.50. Let's take away the first 10 kilometers. Now it's left with $8.50. Now with this $8.50, we want to move on to the next level, which is the second level, every 150 meters, 10 cents. So let's find out how many sets of 10 cents that makes, which is 85 sets of 150 meters. This is the next 10 kilometers. Right, there's 85 sets of it in order to reach $8.50. Okay, so with that in mind, if I know that there's 85 sets of 150 meters, let's find out how long that is. 85 sets times 150. 85 sets times 150 meters will give me 12750 meters, which is the same as 12 kilometers, 750 meters. So you travel your first 10 km, you travel your 12 kilometers, then that is the total answer also. So answer will be 22 kilometers, 750 meters. Alright, quite a challenging rate question, I would say, but it can be done if you are neat and you know the table, what it's trying to say. Okay, again back to conversion. Alright, question number 14. We have this figure showing two quadrants of the circle. If you can see where the two quadrants are, I will just highlight. Now this is the first quadrant, right? Quadrant number 1. You have also got a quadrant number 2, which doesn't look quite drawn to scale, but it is still a quadrant. Okay. Now one way when you can actually do it in a systematic manner is to label. So I can actually label, for example, anyhow label. I just label this A, label this B. So you no need to write area of quadrant, area of big quadrant, area of small quadrant, no. Alright, straight away because you labeled, you can just say area of C, area of B. That will help a lot. Alright, so because it's been labeled already, the first thing I can find will be maybe A, B, D. Area A, B, D, which is the big quadrant in a sense. Okay, 1/4, the big quadrant, times pi 22/7. Radius is 28. Okay, 616. That's for ABD. Now let's find the area of the small quadrant next, which is the D, the small quadrant. 1/4 times pi again, times the radius instead of 28 now is 14, is a smaller semicircle quadrant, is 154. Okay, now this works like a bit of Alibaba if you look at it. I sense something. There's a D here and there's a D here. There's a constant. So what happens is if I use 616, subtract away 154, I will be able to get area A and B because I have removed the constant D. The only difference is caused by area A and B. Am I right to say that? So that's for area A. Now let's move on. There's one other thing that we can find. We can probably also find a rectangle here, B and C. Right? So let's find B plus C. It will be 28 times 14, the rectangle, right? Which is 392. This is for B and C. B plus C. Oh, I seem to realize something. Those who have not realized what is happening, A plus B is 462. B plus C is equals to 392. So again, B is a constant. Right? If I take the difference of this and this, wouldn't it give me the difference of A minus C? Which is what I want to find also. Right, so 462 minus 392 equals to 70. And that's the answer. A and C. Alright, fairly easy, yeah? Because you remove away the constant, you are left with only A and C. And the A and C is caused by the difference. 462 and 392. So A and C is the shaded part, and that's also the answer, 70. Alright, so Ali Bala is coming in again where you remove the constant. B and B also. Okay, so we're going to stop here, question 14.